Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Haul. This is the show where I unbox things and show off some of the goodies that I got from various trips or events that I have attended. My name is Chris, aka Big C, and today I'm going to be showing off my haul from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which I went through this past weekend. So, for those of you who don't know, Not So Scary Halloween Party is a special event that takes place at the Magic Kingdom Park at Walt Disney World every Halloween season. And nowadays, the Halloween season begins in August. So, that's kind of crazy. But I went this past weekend and got some cool stuff. Now, I will say, unlike previous haul episodes, every single thing that I am going to show you today is included with the ticket price. So I did not pay a dime out of my pocket to get any of this stuff besides going to the event. So that's kind of cool. So the first thing, of course, is a map. Of course, I collect maps, but of course, you get a cool, limited, special version of the Magic Kingdom map. It includes all these specifics that you might need to know about the party, what attractions have special overlays, when all these special shows and different things are, what attractions are open, all that good stuff. So if you collect maps, it's always a good idea when you're going to a special event, grab a map. It's also a good kind of a souvenir that you can use to remember those times, remember when you went to that event. So, got a map. The next thing, which is a tradition for any after hours party event, usually the Christmas party and the Halloween party, is the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card. So every year for the Christmas party and the Halloween party, they give out an exclusive card for their interactive game, Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. Now the game has not been updated since it launched in 2011, but they're still releasing new cards every year, just have to pay extra for them. So here is this year's card. It's entirely based around the Not So Spooky Spectacular, which is the new fireworks show. It's called the Phantasmal Fireworks Flash. So here's a closer look of the card, just so you can kind of see it. So I'll be adding that to my collection of Sorcerer's cards. Now, the biggest thing that you can acquire from the Halloween parties is candy, because that's one of the main things you're paying for. You have the ability to go trick-or-treating around the Magic Kingdom, and you can get almost anything when it comes to trick-or-treating. So, normally when you go into the park, they give you a bag. It looks something like this. Mine's a little wrinkled. I'll give you a better view of what it looks like. Alright, so usually it's a fairly small bag, and it's usually promoting some upcoming films. So we have Maleficent on one side, and then we have Frozen 2 on the other side. And the idea is you're supposed to go around the park and fill up your bag with candy from all the various treat trails. But you know what? That's baby stuff. When I go to the Halloween party, I go hardcore. I brought my own reusable bag, and it's full of candy. Not quite full, probably about 2/3 of the way full. So just to give you a glimpse of inside the bag, there's a ton of candy in here. A ton. And you get like a good size handful pretty much at every location, because I mean, you're paying a lot of money for this candy, so you need to get a lot of it. So I'm going to give you kind of a glimpse of the kinds of candy that you can acquire. Now, Disney right now has a partnership with Mars and Wrigley. So all the candies will be from those companies. So let me give you a glimpse of exactly what kind of stuff you can get. Oh, that one's open. Yeah. That's gross. Okay, so for starters, M&M's. Who doesn't love M&M's? You get 3 different kinds. We got peanut butter, we got peanuts, and we have caramel. Now I believe if I dig far enough, I did get a bag that includes some other kinds of M&Ms. I have to find it. Here it is. One of the first things you get is they usually have a treat tray right at the beginning of Main Street, and this is where you can get some of the newest candy. So yes, I do have a pack of hazelnut spread M&Ms. So those are different than the candies you'd normally get. Ooh. Yeah, that's where you get the good stuff. I got a Snickers peanut butter. Man, there's some good stuff in here. Anyway, regular M&Ms. Gotta have regular M&Ms. So all kinds of M&Ms. Starburst. There are all kinds of different Starburst candies. So I've got the Reds variety, Duos, which has 2 different flavors in one chew, and then of course classic traditional Starburst. These are some of my favorites. You got the Lifesaver gummies. They're giant gummy Lifesavers that have some sugar around them. Quite delicious. Of course, gotta have some chocolate. We have a nice variety here. I got some Three Musketeers. Got some Mini Milky Ways. Got some Mini Twix. I think there's definitely... Oh, we got Dove bars. Little Dove chocolate bars. In terms of other types of candy, we got some Skittles. 3 major varieties of Skittles. Of course, you got Wild Berry. You got Sour. Classic original. Got a bunch of these. These are Starburst Minis, so they're like unwrapped small Starburst in these packets. That's mostly it. I got a couple of these Snickers Crispers, which those are pretty good actually. Trying to see if there's any other types of candy in here besides those. I don't think there is. Yeah. That's it in a nutshell. So, when you go to Not So Scary Halloween Party, you can get your sorcerer's card, your map, and a lot of candy. This is probably 3-4 pounds at least of candy. And I could have gone harder if I really wanted to, but we had a lot of other stuff that we wanted to do for the event, so I didn't spend all of my time getting candy, but I could have. I could have done better. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of The Haul. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're planning on going to Not So Scary, I highly recommend bringing a bag like that. That way you have more opportunities to get candy. Of course, also visit the candy trails repeatedly because you can visit them as much as you want and just keep getting candy over and over again. So if you want some candy, you can get a lot of it if you work hard enough and believe in yourself. Anyway, that's it for The Haul. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.